NBA playoff bracket. So, for those of y'all that don't know, you know what I'm saying, the Thunder made quick work 1-8. You know what I'm saying? Matchup against the Grizzlies 4-0. Just get y'all a quick recap. The Grizzlies were winning game 3. They were up like 30 points in there. Ja ends up taking a very nasty fall, and then that ends up putting him out for the rest of the series. Thunder hawk him down, win the game, and then come back and win game 4 by 1 or like 2 or something. So kind of wrap that series up. That series pretty much went how we expected, right?
Yeah, there. Facts. I ain't expect nothing less than that though.
For sure. Me too. It's crazy because at the beginning of the season, before the season started, I told you I liked the Memphis Grizzlies. Remember I said I think I like Grizzlies to win the championship? I told you that before the season.
Yeah, I don't doubt it though. I can't remember.
Yeah, I told you that, and it's like they kind of let me down. But I kind of knew it was over once they traded their coach, because you don't trade your coach right before the playoffs.
But I do know you told me OKC was gonna be.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah. I've been called that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, pretty much after that first game, I knew
like it wasn't really a contest.
What they can do.
Like, so we got Nuggets and the Clippers. Hold on, actually, I think didn't they play tonight? Okay, so the Nuggets are actually up 3-2, y'all. Hold on, I didn't even see the box score, so we gonna go ahead and go do this live, huh? All right, so for the Clippers, the game high Zubac. Shout out to Zoo, man.
How much you had?
27 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Had 2 blocks. He been balling. Kawhi had a dub, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists, almost a triple double. That's crazy. Stealing 2 blocks. He shot 53% from the field. That's amazing. Harden with a pedestrian game, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Wow, Harden.
Bogdanovich had his first good game. He shot amazing from the field at 18 points. So shout out Bogdanovich for snapping out of his little slump.
Shout out Bogey.
Norman Powell, 12 points. Over here with Denver. Shout out to Denver taking the lead, man. Even though the Clippers got the better overall team, when you got the best player on the floor, it kind of just negates that,
Facts. And I had Clippers winning this series.
Yeah, facts. So, wow. Jokic only had 13 points, 12 assists, and 10 rebounds. It was a blowout, so it's really not a surprise. Oh, there we go. This is the key factor right here, y'all. Jamal Murray with 43 big points. Russell Westbrook with 21 points off the bench. You're going to lose like that.
Shout out Russ, man.
Yeah, facts.
You know what's crazy? How mundane you said that Jokic stat? Like, even though...
Yeah, because that's just Jokic.
Facts, and that's a great game, though.
That's an amazing game. That's like some guys are praying to have games like that in the playoffs.
That gets you paid.
Facts.
But to him, it's like...
That's really a bad game.
Yeah.
4 for 13.
Oh.
That's terrible for you.
That's terrible. Yeah.
But, I mean, when you blow teams out...
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much... Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's been... I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Aaron Gordon.
He been balling?
Yeah, remember he hit the first buzzer beating dunk in playoff history. Without Aaron Gordon, they're down right now.
I seen
because that tied the series at 2-2, so they would have been down 3-1. They would have been 3-2 right now.
Big play Gordon, man.
Yeah, facts.
He always doing something in the playoffs. I'm always hearing him in the playoffs.
Always.
He always making.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Aaron Gordon is like a really quality player. People kind of they kind of undervalued him.
Mm-hmm.
They labeled him kind of overrated because when he was with Orlando was kind of you know how you be out of role, out of place, and they asking too much. You remember how we were just having a conversation earlier? We was talking about how the Bucks kind of was asking too much of Drew. They wanted him to be a 30 per game scorer. That wasn't him at the time.
Facts. Yeah, I remember.
The Orlando Magic were asking too much from Gordon. They wanted him to be a LeBron type of player, a lead one type of guy. Whereas he needs to be your 4th best player that can play off of a number 1
type. He ain't that number 1.
He's not that number 1, but if he's your 4th best guy on the floor,
facts.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Y'all got a problem.
You got a problem because he can go for 23 points because he was a lottery pick, top 10 pick, I think.
Facts. Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? He's really underrated. Shout out to Michael Porter, solid game. He really disappointed me sometimes because I know how good he could be.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
But shout out to the Nuggets, though, because that was a big win. You know what I'm saying? They needed that. But to get back to this bracket, though, you know what I'm saying? So, but you said you had the Clippers, right? So, yeah, so you like the Clippers.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not the Clippers, you like the Nuggets. You like the Nuggets to win the series, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you like the Clippers to win the
The
series?
Clippers, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got the Nuggets winning the series only because, like, best player in the series always kind of
win.
But then again, the team can negate that depending on how good the best player's team is. And luckily, in Jokic's case, he has a good team.
Yeah.
Because when Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon are playing the way they're supposed to play and they're not playing like bums, like that's a great starting unit. Like Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Jokic, Peyton Watson, and Aaron Gordon. Like, that's a quality starting five.
I don't know Peyton Watson though.
6'9". Athletic. He's like a, I don't want to say 3-and-D, but he's like a defensive guy, like a slasher.
If you had to give him like another comparison to
kind of like a Matisse Thybulle, but he probably got a better jumper.
So he can play defense.
He can play some defense. He blocks shots as like a perimeter guy. So he's like a weak side shot blocker. So he'll come stuff you.
So are you taking him over Matisse Thybulle?
I probably would because his offensive game is a little more polished.
Okay. And you said his name was Watson?
Yeah, Peyton Watson. You should check him out. He went to UCLA.
I'm gonna check him out.
He really ain't do much in college, but when you can see the athleticism on a guy like that, it's kind of hard to just like not pick him. You know what I'm saying? Because if that guy develops any kind of skill, is like the athleticism gonna kind of take him over the top.
Facts.
But to get into the next series, we got 3-6 matchup. Lakers Timberwolves is not going the way Braun and them wanted it to go.
Nah, I got Timberwolves.
Yeah,
I had them boys sweeping them honestly, but they got them one.
Facts. I thought it was going Game 7. I'm really surprised that the Timberwolves won that last game. I must say I love the development from Ant. Like watching the way he was just carving up like I knew Ant can score. I knew he can score. I know he can get to the three. I know he can step it back, dunk, and finish. But the level of like, I want to say like the decision making and like the processing speed of what he was doing was just amazing. It's just because like it's like, you know how like a quarterback when his rookie season he's making all the wrong reads. He's second late on passes. He's missing guys out instead of hitting them right out of their break. He's hitting them 2 seconds late. Guys undercutting his throws. It's like that was Ant last season against the Mavericks.
So he just needed
more reps. So so it's like that last game was probably the best game I've ever seen Ant play. Because he had 43 points. He's carving up defense. Like every time he's getting to the team of defense, they're sending 2 guys at him. Ant normally will force it. Now he's dumping it down.
Making that pass.
He's making the pass. He's making the right play. Instead of waiting, he's kicking it early, hoping to get it back. Or he's giving it up to guys and letting them make plays. That's something he wasn't doing last year.
So this is a totally different Ant.
Yeah, this is a whole different thought process. And you could tell he's more so thinking the game.
And if he gets... Well, when he get Brown out of there... Yeah, I think he just going to, like, turn it up more, though.
That's a fact. I mean, why turn it down? You already the OG killer. So
Facts.
You done it to your favorite player, KD. Now you finna do it to the king. And then all you gotta do is knock off Curry next. Cause,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the next series. So let me ask you this before we jump over there to the Warriors. I got some big statements I want to say. But before we jump over there, so the Lakers have no chance in your eyes?
No. Nah.
Okay.
No. I thought they was gonna get swept.
That's a fact. I'm just double clarifying.
But now if they do though, if they do, I mean, that'll be some crazy stuff.
For sure. That's
That'll
a fact.
come back.
I feel like that'll be some NBA tactics. That'd be the only way.
Yeah, but no way.
So to get into the next series, probably like the series that people thought was gonna go 7, but me being a real basketball purist and really knowing the game, I knew this was didn't I tell you? I told you this was like the worst matchup they could have landed. Right?
Yep,
I told you that, right?
Yep.
And like it's showing.
It is, because that experience would be.
That's like you literally you got the least experienced team against the most
experienced team.
So we kind of knew how that was gonna go. Like even though the Rockets are a better team, It's just unfortunate that y'all had to go against a team that's seen everything.
That know exactly what it takes.
Curry it's not a defense in this world Curry hasn't seen.
And then, bro, I thought they was gonna sweep them.
We're talking about the Rockets?
Yeah.
I knew the Rockets were gonna get swept. They're too good.
Yeah.
The Rockets are really
they showed me about
the Rockets are really good, bro. Like they're really good. It's just like I told you, bro, it's just being young, gang. When you're young, it's hard to overcome it because it's like sometimes you can be dumb enough. I know you heard that saying like they don't know enough, so like they're dangerous because they don't know no better. They can win because they don't know no better.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's like there's only two sides of that coin. So it's like you either dumb enough to not know no better, or then you're just dumb enough to not be able to win.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like you either gonna be dumb enough to be able to take over and win it, or you're just not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna come up short in those moments. Because I'm just being real. Who you trust late in the game? Sengun, Dylan Green, Fred VanVleet, or Curry?
Steph the chef, man.
And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Or Jimmy.
Jimbo.
We got Jimmy and Curry on the other side. And at the end of the game, if the games are ever close, I'm sorry. I just can't go with the Rockets. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be real. That's some pressure to go up against first.
That is,
bro.
Because and I wanted to say this though. Steph Curry's the greatest point guard in NBA history, and that's just from my opinion. Let me put the big screen on. Steph Curry's the greatest point guard in NBA history, and I don't really want to get into the argument.
I was gonna say, do you want to get into that now, or you want to wait?
I don't really want to get into it. I just want to say it.
Okay.
You feel me? And let people do what they may. But you feel what I'm saying? Steph Curry's the greatest point guard in NBA history. If you feel differently, that's okay. Don't kill me for my take. Just go look at the facts. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me?
You gonna leave it right there?
I'm gonna leave it there. Just go look at the facts. You feel me? Just check the facts. That's all. And for those of y'all that want to say Magic, that's fair. I'm not debating that with you. I don't even want to talk about this. 1-8 series in the East. Cavaliers. We're
gonna move past that.
We're Heat fans, so that's why it's a little. You know what I'm saying. All right, so we got 4-5. Indiana going up against the Bucks.
You called this. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I had the Bucks, but you told me what it was gonna be.
I told you it wasn't gonna be close, right?
Yeah, you told me that.
For sure. You see, and listen, I'm gonna be honest, right? This is why I appreciate Dub. I'm gonna be so real. Because he's so transparent, he's so real. Most guys wouldn't dare get on the pod and be like, yeah, Trav told me that. He's keeping it real. You feel me?
And I had the Bucks winning.
You know what I'm saying?
I had the Bucks winning. He did tell me that.
It's respect, though.
He said it was our match.
It's respect. Because when I'm wrong, I'm going to be the first person to own it and be like, yeah, bro, I was wrong about that. Right?
Yeah.
I'll be the first person to call you and be like, I ain't going to lie, cause I was dead wrong.
It was off a little piece.
You feel me? So, like, I respect the honesty. Cause a lot of you guys who like to make basketball takes, y'all don't own y'all takes. Me, I stand on my take. I remember I said earlier, I thought the Memphis Grizzlies were going to the finals. Sadly mistaken. Very, very wrong.
Ant had different plans. Not Ant. Shay, I'm tripping.
Thanks. But yeah, that's pretty much like we just kind of went over the Giannis thing, so we ain't gonna ramble too much about that. So like that's where it's at. We got 3-6 matchup. Knicks are leading the Pistons, bro. How you feel about that 3-2?
I mean, I still got winning that. Motor City.
You got Motor City?
I got Motor City.
Fair.
I don't know why, bro. I like Cade Cunningham and them boys, man. I love them. I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna come back and
respectfully.
And pull the series off.
I want to say Cade. I really do, bro. I love Cade. I'm gonna be real. I love Cade. I love the way he plays. You know, I'm a pure point guard, and Cade is a pure point guard. Like I didn't think he was, but watching him play, he is. He's just in a position where it's like he has to be a scorer because he doesn't have really a dominant scorer. You know what I'm saying? So if you give him a dominant scorer, you'll see more of like the game manager, PG. Like he would be averaging 12 assists if he had guys that could really finish. Like he got guys that can finish, but he don't got like that guy where I'm throwing it to him. That's 5 assists for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's really that guy. Like he's that guy that's gonna go score 30, and he's the guy that's gonna go get 11 assists, and he's the guy that's gonna get you 9 boards. So like once he stops having to do so much,
it'll be like more crazier.
Like, bro, because he has
who though?
I'm trying like Devin Booker. I feel like that's what they should go. I feel like that's what they need. Like D Book unlocks that offense. Like you can't do nothing with Cade once he has a D Book.
D Book and Cade?
Because then Cade doesn't have to be a scorer now. Cade can do it because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know I always keep it real with these players. Cade's best ability is not scoring. He can score that mug though. He's smooth. His best ability is passing that ball. He's a point guard through and through. He's just big. That's all it is.
I thought it was
6'8", 6'7". He's just big. So it looks crazy. He looks like a scorer because he's forced to be a scorer. But if you really take the time to watch him play, you'll tell like he's really trying to get his teammates going, but he has to be that guy.
So he can facilitate.
He can facilitate, bro. He's probably up there with the top guys in the league as far as facilitating.
I gotta really.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Take your time out and really watch some Cade.
I'll be watching him. I gotta really,
because his change of pace and like the way he kind of plays like a. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, he kind of plays like I want to say like a bigger Chris Paul kind of. But like not as Chris Paul was like faster and shiftier.
It's smaller.
But yeah, smaller. But he's just like a bigger version because like he got the change of pace. He could post you. Then it's like you can't really double him because he's gonna find an open guy, and he got every shot in the book from midi to three. So I feel like he's just like all around PG. He's really one of my favorite PGs in the league. I like watching him. Can't say he's my favorite, but I like watching him though.
Yeah,
he's a smooth PG. So I feel you coming from.
So who you got this series?
I said all that to say that
nigga,
it's not his time.
I feel that.
You feel me? Like I wanted to big him up, but I gotta be real. It's not his time.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? You gotta go. Like this is the situations where he's gonna be like, damn, bro, we could have won this one. We're gonna be back next season. We're gonna be better.
They're gonna feel us next year.
You feel me? Like that's just because the Knicks got a really good team. It's not like the Knicks is like on some.
I can't even what they do.
It's not like they're playing like if this was Orlando
is a problem.
Then I for sure got the Pistons, even if they was down 3-2.
Like facts, I feel
this is the Knicks. We're talking about Jalen Brunson, Cat, McMeek, my Bridges, and OG. Like then campaign, like they deep.
Yeah, you got some stuff over there, yeah.
So I can't. You know what I'm saying, but if Pistons do, I'm gonna be real though. If Pistons tie this series up 3-3, I'm going Pistons game 7. Okay. I like Cade Cunningham game 7. That's
Cade Cunningham. That'll be a mean game
because I don't really see how y'all match up with that. Because Brunson's been hurt, so I feel like the longer this series kind of like prolongs, you're kind of putting yourself in a bad situation. Because Jalen Brunson needs this time to like get back to because his foot's been bothering him.
Yeah, foot problem.
Yeah.
What Brunson averaging right now?
He's averaging a lot though. Like he's been 30 almost every game.
30.
I think he had a bad game like the last game, but they won, so he had like 16, I think. But before that, I think it was like 30, and then like 20 something. Yeah. So he's been killing even with the foot thing. So
I ain't mad at that. Them losing to that.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you said, they stacked.
They got a
Brunson and the Cat.
I'm be real. They gonna give Celtics some trouble if they get to the next round. They gonna give Celtics some trouble.
Get them Celtics up out of there.
And then the last series. 4-1 Celtics. They the champs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like same trend that we've been talking about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Experienced team
gonna always beat
the younger team. It's just kind of how the NBA goes. If you don't know that by now, you don't really keep up with the NBA. Just keep them around.
So the way this bracket going, fam? Who you got?
All right. So yeah, that was the next part I wanted to kind of get into. I'm glad you took the words out of my mouth. So let's agree to disagree. So Clippers or Nuggets. So right now, Denver is up 3-2. The Clippers are going to be going home for this next game 6. So do you think Clippers win this next game?
I would hope so. But honestly, I'm gonna just be 100% transparent. Honestly, I hope they win, but I don't really see that happening.
All right, so is it fair to say, let's just say Nuggets next round then?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say that.
So we'll have a Nuggets Thunder. All right, so we both got Timberwolves. We both got Warriors.
That's a fact.
Okay, so Cavs already okay. That series is already set up, and then we got Knicks, Pistons. Probably go
Knicks.
All right,
we can go Knicks.
So we can go Knicks. All right, so we got Thunder Nuggets. I love
Nuggets, Thunder Nuggets.
I love Yoke, bro, but
You got them.
They got the perfect two bigs to like match up with them. Because Hartenstein ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's not sweet. And then you got Chet who's going to block shots.
Yeah.
So you got guys you could throw at him.
So that go game 7?
I don't know. I think Thunder might get him out a little earlier because their perimeter defense is so crazy. And, like, you have the two kind of guys to where, like, what I would do, I'll have Hartenstein playing Jokic straight up. I'll have Chet help out. Play that roamer, and he's gonna play off of Aaron Gordon, and we let Aaron Gordon shoot. Aaron Gordon, you gotta shoot them threes and hit middies.
You gotta make them.
You have to make those because we not doubling Yoke. I mean, we remember my bad, cause we doubling Yoke. That's gonna be like it's not gonna be like a flat out double, but like Chet gonna roam to where whenever he come into this paint, you'll see two.
So you gotta make our boys really play hoops.
And then like I go put Dort on Jamal Murray. And I put Shea on MPJ because all he gonna do is spot up and shoot. So, and, Shea sit.
That's a lot of defense across the board.
And then you could throw Alex Caruso in there from time to time, Case and Wallace. I just thought it's just not a good matchup for them boys, honestly.
Cause then when it's time to flip sides and for them boys to come get a bucket.
Oh yeah, nah. I don't know how Yoke is gonna even stop a Shea Chet pick and roll. I don't see how Yoke stops that.
They gonna tear Yoke.
I don't see how, because the options are limitless from the pick and pop to the pick and roll to Shea's endless bag of mid range tricks to his driving, free throw baiting. I just don't see how Yoke can stand up with that.
Yeah. So what you say? Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder easily. And then I would have to go. I want to go Warriors, bro. I do. But Ann is a different breed.
Warriors, yeah, that's gonna be a good series. And
then I'm gonna tell you why. Because and it's not because of Rudy. You know what I'm saying? But Rudy is gonna be he might be a more of a factor in that series. Only because the Lakers, they have athletic guys who are also kind of bigger. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got Braun, they got Rui, they're 6'9", stocky guys. You have Vanderbilt. So it's like, you can kind of throw small ball lineups that are small, but they're also got big. They're also big, and they got size. So it's like they're small ball, but they're not weak.
They really,
you feel me?
It's really solid ball.
Solid, you know what I'm saying? Solid ball, you feel me? So Warriors are small ball, because you're running Draymond at center half of the time. Or you going to throw Quentin Post out there, but Quentin Post really isn't. He's just a shooter like that, big 7-foot shooter. So I feel like with Rudy, he's going to have more of an impact because it's like now the biggest player on the court can either be a 6'6" Draymond who's not jumping over no Rudy. Or it could be like Quentin Post who's not out rebounding Rudy. And then you got other options. Trace Jackson Davis doesn't get minutes. 6'9" athletic dude who actually he might end up getting some minutes just because Rudy. So I just kind of feel like Rudy may have a bigger impact that series.
Yeah. So they kind of like them there outmatched, really.
Kind of.
Almost.
And then it's like, with you not having a real rim protector other than Draymond being down there, I'm just going to have Ant attack the goal relentlessly because y'all not going to stop it.
Go get you a couple fouls, young boy, because that's what y'all going to have to do.
Facts, because Draymond just going to flagrant foul out. So, and then me personally, I just put Jaden McDaniels on Curry and we switch all screens and we live with that. Come on, let's get it. And if we need to, we can go small ball, put Nas Reed at the 5, so that way we can really switch everything. Because if Rudy out there, they're gonna hunt him with Curry.
So what you calling that series?
That's a Game 7 for sure.
Game 7.
Go nothing lower than Game 7. Because Jimmy Butler is gonna play a big factor as well. I know he want to get them Timberwolves out of there.
Okay.
I would go Timberwolves. So
I'm definitely Timberwolves.
So I would definitely see Thunder Timberwolves conference finals. On the other side, I love the Pacers, bro, but Cavs are better.
So you got the Cavs getting that one?
Yeah, Cavs are better. Probably like Game 5, Game 6. Cavs are definitely better. And then I hate the Celtics, bro, but I'll probably have to say the Celtics over the Knicks. I just feel like they're just more proven.
Is that a Game 7er?
I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. Because Jalen Brunson's already nicked up. And then you got like the best 2 perimeter defensive guards. with Drew Holiday and Derek White, so he's gonna have a very tough time. And then like it's so nasty to where like any pick and roll he does, you can just switch because you do a pick and roll with the small forward, you're gonna get Jaylen Brown on you. You do the pick and roll with the power forward, you got Tatum on you. You do the pick and roll with Porzingis, you got. I mean, you do the pick and roll with the center, now you got Porzingis on you.
A bunch of defense out there.
So it's that's a tough series for Jaylen. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, and they need him. And Cat ain't just gonna be busting out 40s on Porzingis. I don't see that.
So they might get them out of there a little early.
Yeah, it might be a little earlier than we expect, unless the Knicks can find a way to get Jalen Brunson easy shots. The Cat can be dominant on the offensive glass, and Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby play the best series of their lives. That's a lot of criteria.
That's a lot of action for Cat. I ain't gonna lie. That's too much action.
And so I definitely would probably say the Celtics got that.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a.
So from there, Thunder, Timberwolves. Yeah,
I go Thunder, bro.
I gotta go Thunder. I love Ant, bro, but like, I'm sorry, Brody. They just got the better squad. If Rudy wasn't the Rudy he is, like if Rudy was like a real threat, then it would have been a problem.
But he's not a threat, so he ain't a problem.
Yeah, so like that's a guy you really don't got to worry about, and you can't go small ball because they have the best small ball lineup in the league. So like, it just doesn't match up good.
And then what, the Cavs and the Celtics?
Yeah.
Who you got?
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Celtics.
Them Cavaliers have been looking better than the Celtics have been looking. But because of Darius Garland, I know that he's gonna get picked on.
7-gamer?
That's definitely a 7-game. But I feel like just because Boston is probably a better defensive team, they might edge it. They might, because like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland are just so small, bro. And it's like you do got 2 7-foot guys back there, but it's like your 2 best scorers are 2 little guys,
2 small, dude.
and their best 2 scorers are 2 guys 6'7" and 6'10". You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's like the 2 guys that are gonna be guarding you are all defensive players. You got Drew Holiday and Derek White guarding you. Like y'all don't have an easy series. And then Derek
White.
Nah, I'm gonna say Evan Mobley. He's not just dominating a Tatum matchup.
No.
Nah, because Tatum can guard. But he's not just dominating Tatum. So.
And then Thunder, Celtics.
I'm going Thunder.
I'm gonna say I'm going Thunder. Yeah. I got them boys. Them boys getting that trophy, man.
I got Thunder for sure.
They getting that trophy. For sure.
The Thunder, the one thing that the Celtics really lack at is rebounding. That's gonna be the series where
offensively or defensively or just in general.
I want to say they're more better on the defensive because they can gang rebound. But like, no, my bad. I want to say so the problem really is sometimes they can't finish off the plays. So getting the defensive rebound is a struggle for them sometimes. So because you got to think about it, they don't have most teams have a guy that's averaging 9, 10 rebounds. I don't think they have a guy that's averaging that much. And if it is, it's Tatum. So Tatum is your best rebounder at 6'9", 6'10".
Over Kristaps?
Yeah, Kristaps not really a rebounder. Kristaps is getting by 6, 7 boards a game at max. So if that, you know what I'm saying? So if a team like Chet can go get you 10 boards, and Hartenstein damn sure can get you 15 boards, and then you still got Shave's gonna get you boards. So it's I just feel like that's gonna play a big role, especially Hartenstein, because they're not gonna be able to keep him off the glass.
Game 7
for sure. That's gonna be a
go down to the wire.
That would be the best finals we've seen since 2020 started, bro.
I want to say what, Warriors?
No, this is Warriors Celtics, I guess. Yeah, you can say Warriors Celtics because that was the only competitive series that we've had Because 2020 wasn't competitive. 2021 wasn't competitive. Mm-hmm. The Warriors won. Then the Nuggets won. And then the Celtics just won. None of them was competitive but that one.
Yeah, so that's going to be a real, bloodbath.
Yeah, that'd be the most competitive we've had in a while. But yeah, that's pretty much our scope on it, man. Let us know what y'all think about, you know what I'm saying, the playoffs. Who you think gonna end up winning it all? We all think have been playing the best, like, up to date right now.